From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Deanna and I work at Marvin. HQ was definitely built around the person, the architecture, the windows, the lights, like everything feels alive in that space. But then there's also these little nooks and crannies where you can go and relax. If you think about a home and what you want in your home and how it makes you feel comfortable and you want to be there, I think that's what HQ provides. Come join me at Marvin, you'll love it here.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
In the near side now is going to be played back in the Warroad end here. Now back on this side here with the Wolverines on the Wolverine side. Even Huntvent. Gavin Anderson with it. Anderson firing the shot in, and that one knocked down. So face-off coming up here. We had 4:07 left to go here in the period. 4:07 left to go here in period number one. Face-off to the right of Jonathan. Still tied up now, back behind the net. It's going to be taking it, gathered in now, back up top. Broden, Huntvent. Over to even Huntvent, long cross ice pass. Anderson shot, that one's deflected away. And it's going to be played out to the center ice area. 3:45 left to go here in period number one. Huntvent to even Huntvent now. Even back to Broden. Over here to Anderson, back up top to Huntvent, shot in, save made Jonathan, and we're going to get a face-off here with 3:32 left to go here in the opening period. Face-off over here in the far face-off circle. 1-0 Rockridge with the lead here in the game. Warriors out shooting Rockridge 11-8 in the hockey game here thus far. Back out of the point now. Sam Hard with it now. Fires it in wide of the net. Play goes over here near corner. 3:24 left to go here in the period. Dumped down low once again. Goes all the way around the board. Connor Lund able to catch up with it here. Far side now. It's going to go all the way back down into the Warroad end. Back behind the net of Finn Hansen. Hard with it now. As the team's back at full strength. Hard with it. Now over sent in. Shot gloved out of the air by Jonathan. Stops the clock with 3:01 left here in period number one here. 1-0 Rockridge with the lead here over the Warroad Warriors. Wolverines with the lead. Face off to the left of the Rockridge nets. Far face-off circle. Samuelson took the draw there. It's going to be taken up by Rockridge, knocked away now. It's going to be Lee with it here at center. Getting it back over here, Connor Lund. Now gathered up here by the Wolverines. In the near face-off circle, it's going to be sent up and sent into the zone. 2:40 left to go here in period number 1. 1-0 Rockridge here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Played up and in now by Hendrickson for Warroad. Now Sam Hard with it. He gets bumped out the play. Loose in front, goes all the way through. Now it's going to be taken up by Rockridge here in the near side. They'll play it back down. Back down in the Warroad end now. Long pass up ahead, a little bit too far for Lee that time. Taken up here by the Wolverines, back behind their own net. 2:09 left to go here in the period. 1-0 Rockridge on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Carried across by the green and whites of the Rockridge Wolverines. Sent in now, centering feed. That's going to be knocked away. Play over here, far corner, still tied up over there. Warriors trying to break it out, trying to get it out of there. Chamernick with it now. He has it knocked away. Wolverines bringing it in, shot in. That one wide of the net that time. Play goes over here into the near corner, coming up in the final minute of play here in the opening period here in a 1-0 game. Wolverines keeping it in on the far side. Sent all the way around the board. Play over here in the near corner now. Sent up ahead now. It goes up by Hansen. He'll just put his glove on top of it. And we will get a face-off here with 1:22 left to go here in the opening period. 1:22 left to go here in the opening period. 1-0 Rockridge with the lead here over the Warroad Warriors. Face off to the right of Hansen. Sent back behind the net. Now it's going to be played up here down by Warroad. Shagaby bringing it into the zone here for the Warriors. Coming up in a final minute of play here in the period. Play here at the center ice area. Final minute of play. Goes back into the Rockridge end now. Shagaby with it. Fans wanted a penalty as he went down. Take it up here. Avon Huntvent down. Broden Huntvent shot in. That one gloved there by Jonathan. And he stoppage of play here. 45.2 seconds left to go here in the opening period. Here it is 1-0 Rockridge with the lead here over the Warroad Warriors and the Security State Bank scoreboard. Again, earlier on, as far as the Security State Bank scoreboard, a scoreboard update. Warroad with a win in girls hockey tonight, 7-0 over Gentry Academy. Face off to the left of the Rockridge net. Taken up here by Warroad. Now it's Gavin Anderson. Anderson with it in the corner. Anderson side of the net. And it's going to be deflected out of there. Anderson made a rush toward the net. Now it's going to be carried back the other way here now by the Wolverines. Broden Huntvent with a big hit over here far side. Sent back into the Rockridge end. D-to-D pass now. It's going to be skated up and out and played in here now by Rockridge. Final seconds of play here in the period. Skated across here. Broden Huntvent drop pass. Centering feed Anderson. That one didn't quite connect. The play goes wide as the final seconds tick down here. Rockridge with it here at center. The forward got bumped there. And as time expires, we will go to break. One period in the books with your score. Rockridge 1, Warroad 0 on the Security State Bank scoreboard. We will be back right after this.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but that has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena, where we're in our first period intermission here. Tonight's game 2 of our doubleheader, as the Rockridge Wolverines with the lead over the Warroad Warriors 1-0. They scored early on in the first period as they lead after 17 minutes, 1-0. As the Wolverines trying to even their record at 3-3. Warroad coming in with a record of 3-2. As Rockridge with the lead after 17 minutes. Shots in that period, Warroad with 12 and Rockridge with 10. So 12 saves for the Rockridge netminder, Wyatt Jonathan, and 9 saves for Finn Hansen in the opening period. So shots again, 12-10, and Rockridge with the lead 1-0. Here in the hockey game as they scored early on in the opening period. Again, they take a 1-0 lead here over Warroad here in game 2 of a doubleheader. Of course, both of these teams will be in action tomorrow. As a matter of fact, you can hear Rockridge on the radio again tomorrow. As a matter of fact, as they will be in Roseau taking on the Roseau Rams, and you'll be able to hear that game on the Northern Star, 1410 a.m. and 102.9 FM KRWB. Graham Shear will have the call on that right now. He's calling the Breck and Roseau girls game over at the Rams Sports Center. We'll try and get a score update on that again as the Breck will take on Warroad tomorrow at noon. That'll be the first game of the doubleheader at the Gardens here tomorrow. The Warriors and Breck playing in girls hockey, and that'll be part of the Truth and Reconciliation event, second annual, as it is in conjunction with the Warroad Native American Education Department at Warroad Public Schools, and of course they are also teaming up with both the Warroad boys and girls hockey teams on that, as both teams will be sporting the Truth and Reconciliation jerseys here coming up tomorrow. Again, those along with the black and gold, they'll be also infused, so to speak, with orange in there. And just if you haven't seen him, I think they still have photos of them on the school website. But if you haven't seen them, check them out tomorrow, because both teams, both the Warrior girls and the boys, will have the Truth and Reconciliation jerseys on. And there's something to see. Of course, they were designed by the crew over at the Warroad Native American Education Department. And there's something. Stop by and see them tomorrow. Again, noon for the girls, 2 o'clock for the boys. And again, in between games, they'll have the Truth and Reconciliation recognition event, the ceremony that they'll have in between hand. Most of the same folks as last year. But that'll be on KQ92. Also have it on YLE, so we'll have the event on video as well. So you can watch both games, and then we'll have the Truth and Reconciliation event as well. We'll try and get that in on your live event coming up tomorrow afternoon. 1-0 your score here. Rockridge with the lead over Warroad after one period of play. Warroad out shooting the Wolverines 12-10. We're going to take another break. We're going to come back, get you set up for period number 2 coming up next on KQ92 and YLE.
No matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Welcome back to the Gardens Arena. We're winding down the first period intermission. We'll get into the second period coming up here with Rockridge with a 1-0 lead over the Warroad Warriors. A very tightly contested game, much different than the first game of our doubleheader, where Warroad was out in front 2-0 after the first period, then scored 4 in the second period to take a 6-0 lead, and eventually won the game 7-0. This one very tightly contested, and the shots very even as well as far as that goes. But Rockridge, they're the ones that found the back of the net. They're the ones, they're the only ones that found the back of the net here in the hockey game thus far, as they lead 1-0 after the opening period. And the second period coming up here in just a bit, as the Warriors with chances, but the Rockridge goaltender, Wyatt Jonathan, he came in with a record with the goals against average of 3.11. Fairly respectable, but still quite high. Usually you want your goalies with goals against average of 1.5 to maybe 2. And he's turned aside every shot here thus far, and he has kept the Warriors off the scoreboard here for the first 17 minutes. We'll see what happens coming up in the second period as the Warriors and the Wolverines set to get underway here in period number 2, with the Wolverines leading by a score of 1-0. Of course, you can listen to our broadcast on KQ92.com, also on the brand new KQ92 app. You can listen. All you got to do is go to the Google Play Store or the App Store, Android App Store, or whatever the case may be, and search KKWQ. Then go ahead and download it, fire it up, and it's all there. As a matter of fact, as soon as you fire it up and you open up the app, the sound is going to come start like right away. So you can download that. You can listen on your mobile device as far as that goes. Again, you can find the KQ92 app on the App Store or on Google Play. Again, search KKWQ. And then go ahead and download it. Once you download it, open it up, and the sound should be right there. As far as that goes, just about ready to get underway here with period number 2. We'll take one final break. We'll come back with the second period. The Rockridge Wolverines leading the Warroad Warriors 1-0 after one period of play. Back after this timeout to KQ92 and YLE.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back. Team's back out on the ice, and the Warriors are going to. I thought I saw a referee's arm go up at the tail end of the period, and it did. The Warriors are going to start the second period on the power play. Going off for Rockridge is Cass Carlson taking a penalty, so the Warriors are going to get power play right off the get-go here in period number 2. It's 1-0 as we're headed into the second period. Team swapping sides. Warriors will defend the goal off to our left, and the Wolverines a goal off to our right. Again, the Warriors will start on the power play. The Warrior power play coming into the game. 21.1%. They've converted 4 of 19. The Rockridge penalty kill, 84.2%. They've killed off 16 of 19 penalties that they've committed. So we'll see which one holds up as we start out period number 2. Here we go. We're underway. Play back over into the Rockridge end now. Again, the Warriors on a 5-on-4 skater advantage here for the next minute and 49 seconds. Gavin Anderson, now it's going to be sent up and out, and it's going to be sent all the way down the length of the ice. That'll lead up some time on the penalty to Carlson for Rockridge. Opening seconds here, period number 2. Anderson skating it up here for Warroad, skates it across, now brings it into the Rockridge zone. Back behind the net now, it's going to be sent back up top, now back over into the corner, played back behind the net, Sam Hard after it. Now back out to the point here on this side. It's Broden Hunfant dumping it down low, bouncing puck on side of the net. Shoggaby going after it over here in the corner. Now it's going to be played back behind the net. 1 minute left to go on the 5-on-4 skater advantage here for Warroad here as we're 1 minute into period number 2. Drop pass that time by the Wolverines. And going down to the ice as the play goes over into the near corner now. A whistle stops play with 15:47 left here in the period. 47 seconds left to go in the minor penalty to Rockridge has Carlson. 1-0 Rockridge with the lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Face off to the right, Finn Hansen. Even Huntvent now back behind the net, gives it off to Broden Huntvent. He goes and skates it back behind his own net. Now skated out from right out in front. Now he's getting some good pressure there. The Wolverine Colton Bialke over there. Now pass up ahead. Now the Warriors bring it across here. And they've got a couple of seconds here. Shoggaby out in front, shot in, rebound. That one's going to be pushed just wide. Play over here in the corner for our corner. Broden Huntvent. Now it's Avon Huntvent. Huntvent toward the middle. Didn't quite connect there with Jackson that time. Warriors keeping it in the zone here. Final seconds on the 5-on-4, and the Wolverines have killed off the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 14:55 left to go here in period number 2 here. 1-0 Rockridge with the lead here over the Warroad Warriors. Gathered up here now by the Wolverines in their own zone. D-to-D pass, long pass up ahead. Now it's Carlson with it. Centering feed, Carlson trying to get the return pass. That was broken up there. Gavin Anderson sending it in here now for Warroad. And that is going to be an icing. And we're going to get a face-off coming back in the Warroad end. Over in the far face-off circle. 1-0 Rockridge with the lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Carlson to take the draw here for the Wolverines. Back up top now. D-to-D pass here along the near side. Play goes over here into the near corner now. Back behind the net. Gathered in. It's going to be sent around the board. Stolen away there by Carlson. We're in the C for Rockridge as he brings the puck into the offensive zone here. 14:12 left to go here in period 2. 1-0 Rockridge with the lead here over the Warroad Warriors. So it's sent back into the Warroad end. Goes in on net. Steered out of there by Jonathan. Played up here along the far wall. Pass up, knocked down there by Sam Hard. Now the Warriors coming back the other way. Now centering feed there. Chamernick shot in. That's going to be knocked away there by Jonathan for the Wolverines. Skated back the other way here for the green and white. That's going to be knocked away there by Hard. Samuelson over there. Now it's going to be played across here by the Wolverines here along the near side. Played back behind the net. Sent around over here for our corner. Banked off the wall now. It's going to be Samuelson with it now. Samuelson bringing it across. Played in. Now the Wolverines trying to break it out. That one's knocked down there by Samuelson. Played in. And gathered up here by the Wolverines. They'll bring it back the other way here. 13-13 left to go here in the period. Going toward the net. A little bit too far, too wide, and couldn't really get a shot away. Play going back behind the net. Wolverines regain possession over here in the corner. Penalty coming up here. Shot on. That one knocked down there by Hansen. And Rockridge, I think, is going to get a power play out of this one. As Grappentine heads over to the penalty box. Rockridge will get a power play. Rockridge power play coming into the game at 13%, 3 of 22 in the Warroad penalty killed, 94.7%. They've killed 18 of 19 penalties on the season. We'll see which one of those trends holds up here in the next 2 minutes. As the Wolverines with a 5-on-4. Back up top. Sent over here in the near corner. Grappentine in the box here for the next minute 47. Sent back in now. Wolverines back in their own end here. Trying to get something set up here on the power play. It's going to be skated up and across here. Skated into the Warroad end. Skated in there as it's sent all the way back to the Warroad end once again as the Wolverines are going to come back out with it. 12:20 left to go here in the period. Wolverines bringing it across. This time it's going to be offside. And a faceoff will come outside of the offensive zone. And it'll be over here in the near faceoff dot here. 1:19 left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad's Thomas Grappentine. 12:18 left to go here, second period. Still 1-0 Rockridge on the Security State Bank scoreboard. On the draw, taken up here by the Wolverines. Pass in. Now it's going to be fired into the Warroad end. Stop behind the net there, Finn Hansen. It's going to be sent here along the far wall and played back out to the neutral zone. 12 minutes left to go here in the period. 1 minute left to go in the minor penalty to Thomas Grappentine here for Warroad. Sent into the zone now, back behind the net. It's going to be gathered up here by the Wolverines. They break it out here, breaking it out of their own zone. Now I'm skating it into the Warroad end. High shot in. That goes wide. Flected over into the corner. And it's back into the Rockridge end. Stopped, slowed down there, I should say, there by Jonathan. 30 seconds left to go in the minor penalty to Grappentine. And we're going to get a whistle and a faceoff coming in the Rockridge end. As they sent it down the length of the ice here. 29 seconds left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad's Thomas Grappentine. 28 seconds left to go. 11:28 rather left to go here in period number 2. It's 1-0 Rockridge on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Sent over here in the corner. Back behind the net, stolen away here by Warroad. Now Shoggaby trying to get a shot away, and he got tied up back there. That'll be the Wolverines carrying it across. Still have a couple of seconds on the 5-on-4. Knocked away here. Now it's a foot race. Anderson going after it, and Wolverines are going to get there first over here in the corner. Now Anderson catches up with it, tries to center it. Warriors back at full strength now. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here at the Gardens Arena. Pass stolen away here. It's Avon Honfent up ahead to Anderson. He's got Jackson with him. Anderson shot that goes, deflects out a play. 10:46 left to go here in period number 2. Again, 1-0 Rockridge on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Goal scored early in the first period, and that's the lone scoring of the hockey game here thus far. Face-off over here, far face-off circle. Sent over here near corner. Sent back over into the far corner now as the Warriors keeping it into the Rockridge end. Trying to set something up. Dump down low, dump back into the Rockridge end. Once again, Chamernick giving chase here now for Warroad. Played down low here by Humanick that time. I think it was on the point on that side, and he was. Now the Wolverines coming back the other way. 10:10 left to go here in period number 2. Warriors come back the other way with it. Back up at center now. Gets a little past Humanick now. Grappentine catching up with it here. Gathered up by the Wolverines. Now it's Wesley Schreiner back in his own end. Sent back over in the far corner. Now it's going to be played up to center ice and backhanded down the ice here by Warroad as they make a change here. 9:39 left to go here in period number 2. Long pass up ahead. Tipped into the zone. Play continues here in the Warroad end off to the right of Finn Hansen. Bouncing puck. Connor Lund after it here. It's Lund taking out the play. Carlson after it here now for Rockridge. Now the Wolverines bringing it back in. Play on this side, it's Carlson. Carlson still with the puck now. Sends it here on the near side. Play over there in the near side, and the whistle step and plays here with 9:05 left here in the period. 1-0 Rockridge. Still 1-0 hockey game. Rockridge with the lead. They scored early in the game. And that goal has held up here thus far. Shots 13 for Warroad, 10 for Rockridge. Just one shot here in the period that's registered on the scoreboard anyway. Sent all the way down to the Rockridge end. And we're going to get a face-off back down in the Warroad end off to the right of Finn Hansen. Kaz Carlson to face it off. We're in the C for the Wolverines on the sweater. Carlson with it now, dumping it down low into the corner. Broken up there. Warriors trying to clear it out. It's going to be kept in nicely there here by Rockridge. Now it's Connor Lund back the other way. Lund loses an edge. Picked up here by Rockridge. Now getting back behind the defense, and the pass is just a little bit onside, but he was way behind the defense here and all alone. But face-off going to come back here just outside of the Rockridge blue line here in the near face-off dot. Shagaby taking the draw here for Warroad. Back behind the net now over here, far corner. Centering feed, that one knocked down. Anderson trying to keep it in here now. It's taken up here by the Wolverines, trying to backhand it out. Play here along the near wall. Dumped down low again here by Warroad. Now it goes back behind the Rockridge net. Over halfway through period number 2. In a 1-0 game. Rockridge with the lead here over Warroad. Warriors with it, centering feed. That one didn't quite connect. Play goes over here for our corner. Rockridge coming out of there with it. It's Carlson. Carlson brings it across. Carlson over here outside the circle. Or check that. The Wolverines now back behind the net. Still tied up. Shot in. Hansen with the save. Bouncing puck side of the net. And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play here. With 7:32 left. 7:32 left to go here in the period. 1-0 Rockridge. Shots now 13-11. So each team with a shot on goal on the scoreboard. And Rockridge is going to come away with another power play. Avon Huntvent going off to the penalty box. So the Wolverines with another chance. They are 3 of 23 now on the season. The Warriors 19 of 20, killing off penalties. Again, right around that 94-95% mark as far as penalty kills go. Sent all the way down the length of the ice here. Jonathan with it here now for the Wolverines. He'll leave it off there for Blake Norberg. All the Wolverines skated up and out. Bouncing puck now. It's going to be controlled. Carlson brings it across. Kaz Carlson here for the Wolverines. Sam Hart over there. Now you got a whistle, and they were pointing back down the other end like they were going to. Well, I think they are. I think they're going to bring a face-off all the way back down in the Rockridge end. Wolverines on the 5-on-4 skater advantage here for the next minute and a half. 7 minutes left to go here. Second period. Play side of the net. Now it's going to be deflected back behind the net. Gavin Anderson giving chase here, far side. Gathered up here by the Wolverines, sent up to center. Kaz Carlson with it now. Carlson outside the circle now, playing it back behind the net. Also going back to Colton Bialke for Rockridge. Sam Hard back there for the Warriors, trying to dig it free, trying to poke it free over here in the near corner. 1 minute left to go in the minor penalty to Avon Huntvent. 6:30 left to go here in period 2. 1-0 Rockridge on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Play back in the Rockridge end. Long pass up ahead. Didn't quite connect. Now catching up with it here on the near side is Bialke. Sent over here on the far side. Now pass on this side. Shot in. That one's deflected up into the netting up above the plexiglass back behind Finn Hansen. And we will get a face-off here with 6:09 left to go here in the second period. 38 seconds left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad's Avon Huntvent. Can the Warriors, after the first penalty was called here in the period, killing that off? They're 19 of 20, killing off penalties. And 30 seconds left to go here in the penalty to even Hunt Fenn. Side of the net. That one is going to be deflected back behind. Roden Hunt Fenn trying to get it free now. The Wolverines with it now, shopping the point. That goes wide of the net. Play goes over here near corner. 5:45 left to go in the period. 10 seconds left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad. Side of the net now, back behind the net. 5:35 left to go here in the period. Another shot. That one knocked down. And the Warriors back at full strength. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And a whistle stops play here with 5:29 left to go here in period number 2. Again, 1-0 Rockridge on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Wolverines coming out there. Coming out there is Colby Headley, Caden Amundsen, Rory Scuffy. Back on the point, Wyatt Frederick and Tyler Forsberg. And the Warriors counter with the Ryan Chamernick line of Chamernick, Reed, and Taylor Humanick out there. 5:29 left to go here, period number 2. 1-0 Rockridge. Wolverines with it now, stolen away. It's going to be pushed up ahead. Here comes Reed back the other way here for Warroad. Reed with the shot, save made by Jonathan. So Reed's denied by the Rockridge netminder. Here's Chamernick with it now. Back behind the net here is Taylor Humanick. Humanick on the near side, shot up. That one knocked down. It's going to be pushed away there by Grant Demberio. Back at center. Now it'll be brought across here by the Wolverines. Colby Headley with it, has it knocked away. Chasing after it here now is Ryan Chamernick. Puck goes into the Rockridge end now. Knocked away there by Humanick. Played back behind the net. Breakout pass. That one's knocked away here. Chamernick with it now. Back behind the net here. The Wolverines coming out of there with it. Here's the Wolverines. That one's going to be broken up by Warroad. Pass up ahead. That one knocked down by the Warriors. And the Warriors bringing it right back in. Shot in. Hit the side of the net that time. 4 minutes left to go here in the period. Sent back into the Warroad end. Or the Rockridge end, make that. Play at the center ice area. Now Q Jackson with it. Jackson brings it across. He has it taken away. Carlson with it now. Carlson sliding it over here to Bardovich. Now the Warriors coming back. Drop pass Q Jackson. Jackson shot in. Save made Jonathan. And we'll get a stoppage of play here. 3:49 left to go here in the second period here in a 1-0 Rockridge lead here over Warroad. 1-0 your score on the Security State Bank scoreboard. The face-off coming up in the far face-off circle. Sent over here along the near side. Going to be played up to the center ice area and into the Warroad end. Now back toward the middle, and the Warriors bringing it right back across as Broden Huntfent. Huntfent at the point. Out in front, loose puck. Anderson swatting away at it. Puck still loose at the side of the net. And it's going to be cleared away here by the Wolverines. Warriors with it here in the zone. Now out front, Jackson with it now. Side of the net, Shagaby. Play over here near corner. 3:13 left. Back comes the Wolverines back the other way. Baranovich with it now. It's going to be a knockdown. Centering feed there for Carlson. That didn't quite connect. Back after it here, Blake Norberg with it now here for the Wolverines. Under 3 minutes left to go here in the period. Jackson Bardovich going after it now, getting there first. Now it's Hendrickson coming back the other way here for Warroad. And it's just offside. We're going to get a face-off coming up outside of the Rockridge blue line over in the far face-off dot. 2:47 left to go here in the period. Now they're going to bring it on the near side and the near face-off dot. Make that. Off the draw. Still tied up here in the center ice area. Now it's going to be pushed up ahead here by Landon Matheson here for Rockridge as he sends it in on net, covered up there by Finn Hansen. That is his 12th save. 12 saves on 13 Rockridge shots. Wyatt Johnson down at the other end, 17 saves here in the contest. Gathered up now. It's going to be taken up here by the Wolverines as they move it toward the net. Hansen with another save. Here's Matheson with it. Sent toward the net, steered aside. Now it's going to be taken up here by Wyatt Samuelson. Samuelson sending it up to the center ice area. Gathered up here by Rockridge. It's going to be brought across here. Wolverines gaining the Warrior zone here. 2:05 left to go here in period number 2. Taken up here by Forsberg now. Sent up and out now. Here comes Connor Lund back the other way. Lund firing the shot. That goes wide of the net. Play goes over here near corner. Warriors trying to keep it in the zone. Wolverines able to get it down into the Warriors' end. And that's going to be face-off coming back down in the Rockridge end here. 1:51 left to go here in period number 2. 1-0 Rockridge. They scored early in the first period, and that goal has stood up thus far. It's a 1-0 Rockridge lead over Warroad here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. As a face-off taken there now. Play over here, far corner. Back out to the point. Played down low. Back to the point now. It's Grappentine with it now. High shot. That one snapped out of the air by Jonathan. Be his 18th save. 18 saves for Jonathan on 18 Warroad shots. And again, Finn Hansen with 13 saves on 14 Rockridge shots. Face-off coming off to the right of the Rockridge net. Chamernick gets tossed. Now it's going to be Humanik that will take the draw here for Warroad. Humanik taking the draw there with Caden Amundsen for the Wolverines. Kept in here at the point here in the far side. Nice job over there. Stop back behind the net. Centering feed out front. Here's Shoggerby. Shot save made there by Jonathan. Just put the pads down to the ice. Kept the puck from going in. 1-0 Rockridge coming up in a final minute of play here in the second period. Another shot. That goes wide of the net. Play over here on the far side. I'm back behind the net. It's going to be gathered up here by the Wolverines as they try and break it out here. They're able to get it out to center. Played right back in here by Warroad on net. Final minute of play here in the period. Now less than a minute. The clock stopping at 58.5 seconds. Left to go here in period number 2. Warriors 8 shots here in the period. So they had 12 in the first period, 8 here in the second period. They have 20 for the game. Rockridge with 4. They had 10 in the first period. Play over here in the corner now, back behind the net. Gathered up here by Warroad. Shot in, knocked away there by Jonathan. Now it's Kaz Carlson with it here. Again, we're under a minute left to play here in the second period here in a 1-0 game. Carlson back the other way here now for Rockridge. Sent in. Tipped away now. Pass up ahead all alone. Here's Q Jackson. Jackson in. Shoots. And a big save. What a save by Jonathan. It's still 1-0. Jackson on the breakaway. Jonathan comes up big time for Rockridge. His 21st save. Final seconds ticking down here in period number 2. Clock stops with 7 seconds on the icing cone. We're going to get a face-off back down in the Warroad end here. But Roderick Jackson with clear breakaway. Tried to put it past and couldn't get it past Jonathan as he was able to come up and make the save to keep this a 1-0 game. 1-0 Rockridge on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Face off to the right of Finn Hansen. Shot in, knocked down by Hansen, cleared over here into the corner. That's going to do it. 34 minutes of hockey in the books. With your score, the Rockridge Wolverines 1, the Warroad Warriors 0 on the Security State Bank scoreboard. We're back right after this on KQ92 and YLE.
And guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Deanna and I work at Marvin. HQ was definitely built around the person. The architecture, the windows, the lights, like everything feels alive in that space. But then there's also these little nooks and crannies where you can go and relax. If you think about a home and what you want in your home and how it makes you feel comfortable and you want to be there, I think that's what HQ provides. Come join me at Marvin, you'll love it here.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome back to the Gardens Arena. We are in our second period intermission where the Rockridge Wolverines continue to hold on to that 1-0 lead. They scored early in the first period, and they have made that goal stand up. And it's not because Warroad has not had chances, because they had a golden opportunity. They had a couple of breakaways, one from Mason Reed and one from Roderick Jackson. And I tell you what, Wyatt Jonathan was just tall in the nets as he was able to stop the puck and keep it from going into the back of the net on both Reed and Jackson when they had their breakaways. And that keeps us at a 1-0 hockey game. Rockridge with the lead over Warroad in boys hockey down the Security State Bank scoreboard. Shots in that second period, 9 for Warroad for a 2-period total of 21. That means 21 saves For Rockridge netminder Wyatt Jonathan. And for Rockridge, they had 4. Or check that, 6, make that. So 9-6 were your shots in favor of Warroad. 6 shots for the Wolverines. That means 15 saves for Warroad netminder Finn Hansen through 2 periods of play. Again, the front half of a back-to-back for both teams. Both teams will be in action tomorrow. Rockridge, as a matter of fact, will be over in Roseau taking on the Roseau Rams tomorrow afternoon. You could hear that game on the Northern Star, 1410 a.m. and 1029 FM KRWB. You'll be able to hear the Rockridge and Roseau boys hockey game tomorrow afternoon. Graham Shearer will have the call on that. And Warroad will be back in action tomorrow afternoon as they will play host to Grand Rapids. And Grand Rapids will be the opponent for Warroad tomorrow afternoon. It's set for a 2 o'clock start. And that will also be the second game of our doubleheader tomorrow. So 4 games in 2 days. Actually, if you count the girls basketball game last night, 5 games in 3 days. Two boys hockey games, 2 girls hockey games, and a girls basketball game in 3 days here on KQ92 and YLE. We still have one more period yet here in tonight's game, the second game of our doubleheader here today. Second game of the doubleheader, and wrapping up the front end of a back-to-back for both teams. We will take another break. We're going to get you ready for the third period. Again, Rockridge Wolverines leading Warroad on the Security State Bank scoreboard, 1-0. We'll be back right after this on KQ92 and also on YLE.
The Red River.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
6 above, 21 below Celsius. Then lows drop to 12 below, 24 below Celsius on Saturday night. I'm weatherology meteorologist Phil Jensko for Lake Country KQ92. Right now it's 7 above.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. We're about ready to get underway here with third period. Third period action here again. It's a 1-0 Rockridge. The Wolverines scored early in the first period and got all the momentum, but then both goaltenders started to take over, kicking things out of the net, and Warroad started to get some chances. But again, Wyatt Jonathan has stood tall in the nets for Rockridge as he has 21 saves through 2 periods. And Warroad's Finn Hansen, 15 saves on 16 Rockridge shots. So that is what it's come down. It's come down to a goaltender's battle now, as unless something breaks free in the third period, it's been a goaltender's battle, and that's what it's been. And it could very well wind up being like that, as neither team really a lot of scoring in their games here thus far this season. Rockridge, highest that they've scored in a game was their season opener when they won 6-3 against Brainerd. And Warroad, they had 6 against St. Cloud Cathedral. I think that was their second game of the season as well, as they low scoring games. Again, Warriors winning games like 5-2, 3-1, and that type thing. And Rockridge the same. Is their losses, they're losing games like 2-0. They lost 2-0 to Wayzata and 3-1 to Hermantown. That was their last game, as a matter of fact. And the only real blowouts, if you could call them that, again, was that 6-3 win against Brainerd, the 7-3 loss against Sartell. And those were the opening games of the regular season for Rockridge. So that we're in a defensive battle here, and goaltenders have been the key, and they'll continue to be the key here until someone can finally solve the opponent's goaltender and put another marker up on the board. Warriors would love to get that goose egg off of the scoreboard on their side, and Rockridge would love to put up another one and make it a 2-goal game rather than just a single goal. We're going to take another break. We're going to come back. We're going to come back with the third period of tonight's game. It's 1-0 Rockridge and the Security State Bank scoreboard. We're back after this in KQ92 and YLE.
No matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. Both teams back out on the ice. Rockridge will defend the goal off to our left, and Warroad the goal off to our right. In a 1-0 hockey game through 34 minutes. Put another 17 minutes up. We'll see just who can prevail here, as it's just been the 1 goal for the Wolverines. That was early on in the first period, and the Wolverines goaltender has made that stand up. Wyatt Johnson, 21 saves through 2 periods. He's made that 1-0 lead stand up. Warriors, they've had chances. Haven't been able to bury them yet, but they've had chances. Yeah, and we'll see if they get that kind of an opportunity here in period number 3. Kaz Carlson set to draw here with Ryan Shoggaby. Here we go. We're underway here in the third period. Right off the get-go, the Warriors bring it right in. It's Roderick Jackson over here in the corner. 10 up here, far side. Now it's going to be skated up and out here now by the Wolverines. Drop pass, dropped over here. Now Kaz Carlson. Sent over here in the near corner now. Wolverines with it in the Warrior end here. Early on here in the period. Penalty coming up here, and that's going to go on Rockridge. Warroad will get an early power play opportunity here in the period to try and break this. Try and get this goose egg off of the scoreboard on their side here as going off for the Wolverines. So the Warriors will get a face-off over in the Rockridge end. Far face-off circle. Top units out for both teams. Off the draw, it's going to be sent back down. Jackson with it here outside the circle. Now it's going to be sent over here for our corner. Shoggaby with it now, skating it back behind the net. Digging up here, Gavin Anderson. Back up top here to Huntvent. Now Anderson with it now. Slides it over to Huntvent. Scores. Broden Huntvent finally gets the Warriors through. And we are tied at what apiece. A power play goal at 45 seconds of the third period. And the senior makes it happen for the Warriors, and we are tied at one apiece. So Broden Huntvent with the power play goal. The power play goal for Warroad, that is just their 5th power play goal. But we are tied at one apiece. Broden Huntvent with the goal. Again, that is going to be his first of the season. So he has 5 points down the season, 1 goal and 4 assists. Now Samuelson bringing it in. Samuelson with the shot. Now it's going to be Hendrickson over here in the corner. And gathered up here now here for Rockridge. Play here along the near side. 1-1 now you score. A goal by Broden Huntvent early on here. Third period finally has got the Warriors off that goose egg and gotten them a marker up on the board. 1-1 your score here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Minute and a half into the third period. Play over here in the far corner now. Back behind the net. Gathered up here by the Wolverines as they have it here at the center ice area. Now carrying it back in. 1-1 hockey game here on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Back up top. Sent in on nets and covered up there by Hansen. That's going to be his 16th save. So we'll get a face-off here in the near face-off circle here in the Warroad end off to Finn Hansen's left on the glove side. Top unit out there for both teams. Carlson to draw there with Shoggaby. Played up and out now. Played back into the Rockridge end. Now here comes Anderson. Anderson sliding it over. Shot. That one almost connected there. As it's sent back out to the center ice area. Grappentine with it now as he sends it back into the Warrior end. The Rockridge end, rather. 1-1 your score here. Early on here, third period. Again, Broden Huntvent has tied this hockey game up. With the power play goal for Warroad sent toward the net. Knocked down by the Warrior defense out in front of Finn Hansen. Now it's going to be sent into the Rockridge end. And we're going to get a face-off back down in the Warroad end here. Icing and a face-off coming up here with 14-19 left to go here in period 3 here in a 1-1 game. Face-off here in the near face-off circle. Off the draw. Gathered up here along the near side. Sent over here in the far corner now. Rockridge able to play it out to center. Now it's going to be taken up here by Warroad. Centering feed over there for Humanik. That didn't quite connect as well. Kind of gliding past the net that time. Now it's even Huntvent with it now. Huntvent dumps it back over here in the corner. Play here in the Rockridge end yet. 3.5 minutes into period number 3 here in a 1-1 game. 1-1 in the Security State Bank scoreboard. Humanik with it now toward the middle. Shot in. Save made by Jonathan. Save number 22. 22 saves for Wyatt Jonathan on 23 Warroad shots. One hockey game. Back out to Huntvent. Huntvent sending it out. Now back behind the net. Outside the far face-off circle. Now sent back on this side. Gathered in, and it's going to be sent down the length of the ice. Golden Huntvent with it now. As a Warriors back on the power play here. Warriors on a power play here. As off here for Rockridge is John Westby. For the next minute and a half, 13:06 left to go here in the period. Again, the Warriors scored on the power play to tie the game there, and they got a power play again here. Let's see if they can't connect on that. Back inside of his own zone now. It's Broden Huntvent now back behind his own net. Play here in the near side now. It's going to be taken up here by Ryan Shagaby. Shagaby carries it across, right side, around one defender, centering feet, score. Second power play goal for Warroad this time. It's coming off the stick. Roderick Jackson, Q Jackson, with the goal. That gives the Warriors a 2-1 lead. So the Warriors are 2 goals in 4 minutes and 18 seconds of the third period. They erase a 1-0 deficit and take a 2-1 lead here in this one. So second power play goal for Warroad. Both goals for Warroad coming on the power play here and both coming in the third period. So Jackson on the goal. That is going to be his second. Shogby's assist. That's going to be his fourth. And just like that, Warroad's going to take a penalty. Even Huntvent goes to the box. That's going to give Rockridge a power play now. 12:30 left to go here in period 3. Now it's Warroad 2 and Rockridge 1 on the Security State Bank scoreboard. On the draw, it's going to be taken up here by the Wolverines. Kept in now. Off to the right of Hansen here. Now it's going to be played here on the near side. 12:14 left to go here in the period. And Warroad with the 2-1 lead now. Still tied up here. Rockridge playing it over here near corner. Bartovich trying to center it to Carlson that time. Pass kind of a bouncing puck now. Now it's going to be cleared up, but not out. Wolverines able to keep it in the zone. Bartovich now sent out to center. Now the Wolverines bringing it back in here. Now they try and set something up here on the power play. Got a minute and 6 seconds left to go on that. Goes in on Hansen. He covers up on it. Stoppage of play. 11:30 left to go here. Period 3. 1:04 left to go in the penalty to even Huntvent. 2-1. Warroad with the lead here over the Rockridge Wolverines. 2 power play goals by the Warriors here in the third period. Face off to the right of Hansen. There's Bartovich with it now. Back up top. Now it's going to be sent over outside the far face-off circle. Shot in. That deflected off a Warroad defender out in front of Hansen there. 49 seconds left to go on the minor penalty to even Huntvent. Play here near corner. Back up top. Now sent outside the far face-off circle. Now the puck is going to get through. Goes back into the neutral ice area. Wolverines have to get it back in their own end here. Martovich. Now it's going to be skated in here by Rockridge. 24 seconds left to go in their 5-on-4 skater advantage. Shot in, save made Hansen. Deflected away. Now it's Mooney Shagaby coming back the other way. Shagaby crossing the blue line. Drop past Gavin Anderson. Anderson shot. That just goes wide. Tracks down the rebound over here far corner. Sending it back into their back into their own end. Now dumping it all the way back into the Rockridge end. That's going to eat up the rest of the penalty on even Huntvent. Now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. 10:20 left to go here in period number 3. 2-1 Warroad with the lead here over the Rockridge Wolverines. Gathered up here by Rockridge here at the center ice area. Now coming in on the play, it's Sam Hard. Hard carries it across. Got a couple of teammates with him, and the puck was deflected into the netting up above the plexiglass back behind Wyatt Jonathan there. 10:05 left to go here in the third period. It's Warroad 2 and Rockridge 1. Here on the Security State Bank scoreboard, the unit of Ryan Chamernick, Taylor Humanick, Mason Reed out there now here for Warroad. Face-off coming up here in the near face-off circle. Chamernick to take the draw. They here along the near side. Now, over off the far wall, Broden Huntvent chasing after it now, and he'll be the first one to catch up with it here. 9:50 left to go here in period number 3. It's Warroad 2 and Rockridge 1 here in the Security State Bank scoreboard. It's Ryan Chamernick with it now. Gets it across, drop pass, Reed, shot, save made. Save made by Jonathan, denying Reed once again. 9:37 left to go here in the third. Here in a 2-1 game. The Warriors with a couple of power play goals here in the third to erase that 1-0 deficit. Face-off coming up here in the near face-off circle. Shagaby gets it back here to Thomas Grappentine. Grappentine here at the point here on the near side, dumping it down low. Play goes over here, far corner outside the circle now. Gavin Anderson, Shagaby with it now. Shagaby back to Gavin Anderson. Anderson shot. That one's deflects up and into the netting once again. And we'll get another face-off here at the Rockridge end. 9:19 left to go here. Third period. Warroad 2, Rockridge 1. There in the Security State Bank scoreboard. Face-off. Over in the far face-off circle. Off the draw. Gathered up. Now it's Grappentine, and that one goes all the way up high into the stands over on the far side. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows up, something like that. Pretty far up anyway. Face off, far face off circle. Carlson drawn there with Shagaby. Kept in here now, Gavin Anderson. Anderson. Top of the circle. Anderson sliding it over here now to Grappentine with the shot. That one deflected away. Rockridge with it. Getting it up here to center. Knocked away. Now the Wolverines able to get it into the Warriors zone here. Coming up in the halfway point here of period number 3 here in a 2-1 hockey game. Warroad with the lead. Shot in, save made Hansen. Rebound. Loose puck side of the net. Hansen's looking for it. Now he finally is on top of it. There was a short time there when couldn't really get to the puck and couldn't get at it and couldn't hang on to it, and then finally did, and play finally was stopped. 8:39 left to go here in period 3. It's Warroad 2 and Rockridge 1. Again, your Marvin Home Center in-game updates. The Wolverines scored first. They scored early in the first period. And they made that stand up through the first period. They made it stand up through the second period. Rockridge took a penalty. The Warriors went on a power play. And Burton Huntvent with a power play goal, and then Roderick Jackson with a power play goal here in the third period to give the Warriors a 2-1 lead. Again, we're just about at the halfway point here of period number 3. Face off to the right to Finn Hansen. Huntvent tries to clear, knocked down by the Wolverine shot. That one deflected over here near corner. Halfway through the third. We're 8:27 now and counting here in period 3. Shot in, puck loose. Now it's going to be cleared over here into the near corner. Another centering feed. That one didn't quite connect. Now the Warriors back the other way. Warriors bringing it back in. That one deflected up and on a play. And we're going to get a face-off here in the Rockridge end. 8:11 left to go here in the third. Here in a 2-1 game. Shots now 25 for Warroad, 22 for Rockridge. 25-22 your shots here in the hockey game. 2-1 Warroad with the lead on the Security State Bank scoreboard. Now it's going to be taken up here by the Wolverines. They have it in their own end. They're trying to get it out of their own end here, but the Warriors doing a nice job. And the Wolverines finally do get it in to the Warroad end, but it's going to be an icing, and we're going to bring a face-off all the way back into the Rockridge end. 2-1 your score. Face-off coming off to the rights of Rockridge netminder Wyatt Jonathan. Gathered up here. Taken up now by the Warriors, centering feed up front. That one didn't quite connect there with Samuelson. Here comes the play back the other way, back into the Warroad end. 7:30 left to go here in period number 3. Now play on the far side. Warroad coming back the other way with it here. Gathered up here now, and it's going to be played up and in now. Rockridge playing it in, and it's going to be broken up. Play over in the far side now in the near corner. Wolverines trying to keep it in, but it was the person that tried to do so had 1 foot outside of the blue line, and the puck came across as well. 7:04 left to go here in the third period here in a 2-1 game. Back down in the Rockridge end. Play here along the near side. No, it goes in on net. It's going to be stopped there by Jonathan. That's his 24th save. 24 saves on 26 Warroad shots. Face-off here, near face-off circle. Back out of the point, dumped down low there by Broden Huntvent. We're here into the corner. Gathered in now. It's going to be Shoggaby with it. Taken up by Bardovich here now for the Wolverines. Wolverines with it in their own end. Trying to break it out here. Bardovich, though, it's going to send it here on the near side. And it's going to be played in. Scooped up there by Hansen. And he'll hang on to it. As cruising in there was Tyler Forsberg for the Wolverines. 6:25 left here in the third period. It's Warroad 2, Rockridge 1. Face-off here in the near face-off circle. Taking the draw here is John Westby. Off the draw. Gathered in. Now it's going to be played up and out. Yeah, no, the Wolverines able to hold the zone. Now it's going to be gathered in. Played out of the zone now. Chamernick, he's got Humanek with him. Chamernick drives it in. Yeah, and it's going to be knocked away there by Jonathan. Here come the Wolverines back the other way. Setting it over here, near corner Westby over there. Gathered up here, and it's going to be Taken out of there by Westby. Now shot in. Save made there by Hansen. He'll hang on to it. Is standing right on the doorstep right there looking for a rebound. Was big Landon Matheson for the Wolverines. 5:52 left here in period number 3. It's Warroad 2 and Rockridge 1. Face-off here, near face-off circle. Kaz Carlson on the draw here for the Wolverines. Play over here, far corner. Still tied up over there. Sent on this side. Carlson with it. Moving his feet. He goes down to the ice. Wolverines still with it in the Warroad end here. 5:32 left to go here in the third. Kept in the zone now by Rockridge. Played over into the far corner. Carlson with it now. Centering feed. That one sticked out of there by Hansen. Another shot in. That one knocked down. Shot way up high. That one got knocked away as well. Now it's going to be sent down the length of the ice here down by Warroad. And an icing is going to bring a face-off back down in the Warroad end here. 5:03 left to go here in the third period. It's Warroad 2 and Rockridge 1. Face off to the right. Finn Hansen. Now it's going to be sent all the way around the board here near corner. Gavin Anderson. Now to center. Played into the Rockridge end. Warroad gives chase here. We're under 5 minutes left to go here in the third. Warroad 2, Rockridge 1 in the Security State Bank scoreboard. Played over here near corner. Back behind the net of Hansen now. Still tied up over there. Now the Warriors break it out of there. Jackson now, he's got even Huntman with him. No, Shagaby over there here for the Warriors here. Far corner, 4:19 left to go here. And brought back the other way here now by Rockridge. Brought back there. And sent in. It's going to be knocked down before it even gets to Hansen. It goes all the way back out into the center ice area. Forsberg over there. Now it's going to be played in. Played into the Warroad end. Now Wolverines giving chase. Warriors are going to get there first. Sent over here. Now it's going to be flipped back to this side. Skated up and out here now by Eben Huntvent. Back in the Rockridge end. Wolverines able to get it across on side. They'll chase after it in the Warroad end. 3:41 left to go here in the third. It is 2-1. Warroad with the lead over Rockridge. Wolverines back into the zone once again. Bardovich with it. Now the Warriors back the other way. It's Samuelson now. Samuelson trying to get around a defender, and he's taken out the play. And a penalty coming up on the Warroad as Samuelson took down the player that is Cruz Greshner over there. So Rockridge with the power play. 3:20 left to go here in the period. It's Warroad 2, Rockridge 1. And the Rockridge calls a timeout. Timeout on the ice. We'll take one, too. 2-1, Warroad over Rockridge on the Security State Bank scoreboard back in 30.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
All right, off the timeout, power play for Rockridge. And just like we thought, goaltender has been pulled. So it is a 6-on-4 skater advantage now for Rockridge here as they have the face-off here in the zone. Shot in, that one's going to be deflected away. Play over here near corner. Then Rockridge, goal is empty down on the other end of the ice. Jonathan is on the net, centering feed. That one's deflected away. Warriors trying to clear it out. And the Wolverines able to keep it in here. Now here comes Gavin Anderson. Anderson scores. That's going to be the game winner, or the insurance goal, I guess you could say. Gavin Anderson, an empty net goal, makes it 3-1. Warroad with the lead as they've scored three. They scored 3 unanswered goals. 3 unanswered goals here in the third period. And they are going to win this hockey game. They are going to improve to 4-2. Rockridge is going to fall to 2-4 on the regular season. So a 3-1 game now, an empty net goal by Gavin Anderson. The puck sent into the Rockridge end. 2:45 left to go here. It's unassisted goal for Gavin Anderson. And it's on the empty net now, coming back the other way. Warriors coming back the other way. Shot in, save made there by Jonathan. 2:28 left to go here. And 1:08 will have to go on the minor penalty to Warroad's Wyatt Samuelson. So the empty net goal was scored shorthanded. So it'd be a shorthanded SHGENG, right? Take it up here by Rockridge. 3-1 Warroad with the lead. Sent over here into the corner. Now back behind the net. Play far corner now. Broden Huntfent over there. Now it's going to be gathered up here. Westby. And 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Again, 3-1 Warroad lead here over the Rockridge Wolverines. Play here near corner now. Back up top. Sent over here in the far corner now. Back behind the net now. Kaz Carlson after it here now for the Wolverines. Shot with the point. That one knocked down. Big rebound. Deflects over here far side. Outside the circle. And it's going to go all the way back into the neutral zone here. Minute and a half left to go here in the third. Brought back across here now by Rockridge. It's Warroad 3, Rockridge 1. Coming up in a final minute of play here in the third period. Shot in, pad save Hansen. Now here's Carlson with the shot. Side of the net. Hansen puts the pad tight up to the post there. Sent toward the net once again. Bouncing puck shot. Hansen deflects that one away. Coming up in a final minute of play here in period number 3 as it goes all the way back into the Rockridge end as they tried for that empty net. So we are exactly 60 seconds away from the conclusion of this game. Barring something something else unforeseen, Warroad should improve to 4-2 here on the season. Kaz Carlson set to face it off here for Rockridge. Again, the Rockridge net is empty. So even though they gave up the empty net goal, they still got the extra attacker out there. It's going to be sent down, and the icing is going to bring it back into the Warroad end. And that took all of 10 seconds to do. So we'll bring it back down into the Warroad end, face it off once again. (3-1) Warroad. 3 goals here, third period, 2 on the power play, 1 shorthanded empty net goal. That one was the most recent. Final seconds ticking down, play over here near corner. Now back over here on the far side. Wolverines still with it. Now again, they have the extra attackers. They pulled their goaltender. They're skating 6-on-5. It'll go all the way down the length of the ice, and we'll bring it back down to the Warroad end on the icing. And a face-off coming up. with 26.1 seconds left to go. 26.1 seconds left to go here in period number 3. Again, a 3-1 Warroad lead here over the Rockridge Wolverines. Now taken up here and sent down the length of the ice. Just misses. Karam's off the side. Warriors try for a second empty net goal. They have it in the zone here. Now it's Broden Hotfed firing it in. That goes wide. Final seconds ticking down here. Play here along the near side. That's going to do it. The Warriors are going to win. The Warriors win at 3-1 over the Rockridge Wolverines. They improved to 4-2. Rockridge drops to 2-4 with the loss. We're back with the postgame after this at KQ92 and YLE.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm Deanna and I work at Marvin. HQ was definitely built around the person. The architecture, the windows, the lights, like everything feels alive in that space. But then there's also these little nooks and crannies where you can go and relax. If you think about a home and what you want in your home and how it makes you feel comfortable and you want to be there, I think that's what HQ provides. Come join me at Marvin, you'll love it here.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small.
And welcome back here to the Gardens Arena, where the Warroad Warriors have defeated the Rockridge Wolverines by a score of 3-1, as they did so in come from behind fashion. And it was a 1-0 hockey game pretty much throughout. Rockridge scored early on in the contest, made that stand up. Some great saves by the goaltender for the Wolverines, Wyatt Jonathan. As a matter of fact, Stott, I want to guess here 2, maybe even 3 breakaways by Warroad in the first and in the second periods when he was able to keep the puck out of the net. The Wolverines took a penalty at the very end of the second period, so they started the third period skating one man down, and the Warriors went and they capitalized. They capitalized on the power play. They tied the game up at 1 apiece. Wolverines took a penalty a little bit later on in the period, and the Warriors also capitalized on that. So the Warriors did in the third period, right off the get-go, they went 2 for 2 on the power play, made a 2-1, 1-0 game, a 2-1 game. And the Warriors, Gavin Anderson, as the Warriors had gone off and they were shorthanded. Gavin Anderson found himself with the puck, and he went and put it in the empty net, and that made it your final margin. Made it a 3-1 game. Warroad improves to 4-2 on the regular season, and we are going to be joined by Jay Hardwick here on the post game as the Warriors come out with a win again, and we're going to call it come from behind fashion, even though 1-0. That was. I've never seen a 1-0 lead be so ominous during a game than that 1-0 lead that you guys had until you guys got those 2 power plays in the third period.
Yeah, we had plenty of chances, that's for sure. But we, give credit to their goalie. He played very well, and kept it as a goose egg there for a long time. But then, we just said before the third, we got to go out and find a way to score, find a way to win a period and win a hockey game, and that's what we did. The power play they executed, and we'd struggled a little bit just finding that. Sometimes we try to make one more pass than we had to, or just shooting. It was just a matter of just making the right decision, and Gavin made the right decision and found Broden across, and nice play, and he buried it, and that kind of got us going, and then we just kind of ran from there. So that was good period.
Yep, exactly. Now, was that kind of the strategy talk going into the between the second and third period, since the penalty was called at the end of the second period, was it not?
Yeah, and I mean we work on the power play all the time.
Right.
They know what to do, and actually in practice yesterday, it was very good. It's just, sometimes when the lights are on and the scoreboard's on, it's a little bit different, but they know what to do. And, we talked about, just making the right play, just being patient, not forcing plays and making the right play. And, we were able to do that and, on Broden's goal. And then Mooney made that. It was a, kind of a great individual effort, coming up the ice, and we were on the power play, and, he beat the guy and then found Q on the back door. And, yeah, that's just players making plays there.
Yeah. Winning games like this, what does that do for the younger players that we talked about at the beginning? Before the game, guys like Avon Huntfent and Connor London, those guys. What does it do? What does this game? What does a game like this do for their confidence? Even only 6 games in.
Yeah, hopefully it helps. But I like games like this because, and that's why we play the teams that we play, because we want to be in close, hard fought battles against quality opponents, because, come playoff time, that's what you're going to see. And, the more you prepare yourself during the year and get ready for it, hopefully then, like the kids learn from it. And then they, I don't know if you necessarily ever get comfortable in that situation, but it's not like they haven't ever seen it before, and they understand that, they have to make the right plays and they have to work extremely hard. And you keep putting them in those situations, and hopefully they can perform.
All right, very good. And again, that is Warroad head coach Jay Hardwick. Appreciate it, coach. Got a couple of players here, so we'll let you go, and we'll talk to you again before the Grand Rapids game tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, it's Jay Hardwick here on the post game show. We're going to get our Enbridge Energy and player of the game and star of the game, Broden Hunfen, joining us. Yeah, go ahead and put those bad boys on and talk about. Getting a goal here tonight, right?
It's good.
Yeah,
Finally, first one of the year.
Yeah, I
Feels
love
good.
it. Yeah, first one of the year. Talk about the play. Talk about how that all developed for you.
So we were on the power play, obviously, and we've had a tough stretch here for this first half, but yesterday it started to finally click, and we moved it at the top, and then it went over to Gavin Anderson, and Gavin Anderson made a great play to me, and I got lucky enough and shot it in.
Yeah. Now it was a 1-0 game for it seemed like an eternity. I mean, I think they scored like early in the game, and it was time after time they came up. Their goalie came up big. Finn came up big every now and again too, or whatnot. And then the third period came up. It was those power plays that just kind of turned the tables for you.
Yeah, Finn played great, like you said.
Yeah.
But we just got to stick with it. Like even in those tight games. Big save it, getting the puck out, doing the little things, and then finally that first one kind of gives you the momentum to get the second one, and then the third one finally.
When I was talking to Coach, I asked, how does it help some of the guys that are new to the team this year? How does it help them being in a game like this and having to win a game like this where you're kind of down and out through 2 periods and you have to win it in the third?
It shows us that we're a resilient group, right? And we're going to battle back no matter if we're losing or not. We're not going to give up. And so I think that's the biggest thing that the little guy or the younger guys are noticing is that no matter what the score is or how we're doing in the game, we just got to keep battling it and it'll eventually come.
Yeah. Now, what are the positives you taken out of this game going in? I mean, because it's a short turnaround, then you got Grand Rapids tomorrow. They're pretty darn good too, aren't they?
Yeah, so we got to get out of the rink here, get some good food, stay hydrated, and then get some good sleep, and then come back tomorrow and work at it again.
All right, very good. Broden Huntvent, he is our Enbridge Energy or our Woods Goods Warroad Thread star of the game. What's your shirt size again? I should know this. I should know this from last year anyway. So let me go ahead. Yeah, pass that off to Finn because he's going to be he's got his turn. You get a large. We got an extra large. Does that work? All right. There you go. Finn Hansen joining us. Hey, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You bet. Talk about. I know that it was quite the play that they made early on. Talk about the goal that they scored and just the events that happened around there.
Well, I mean, we were battling a little unlucky bounce, and then the guy was just out front and put it in.
Mhm. Yeah, sometimes those unlucky bounces, it just makes it difficult because you kind of lock in on the puck, and then if there's the bounce goes where where you're not thinking it's going to go, it kind of happens that way. Um, but you were stopping everything else. You know, talk about how you got back into a groove after you gave up that first goal.
Well, the boys just came around me, said, just let's keep going, let's forget about it, move on, and we just moved on.
Yeah, I know it. Again, talking with Finn Hansen, he is the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, bringing the energy tonight. Third period, what were you got? What was what was the talk in the and what was the talk in the locker room between the second and third period? Because you knew your guys were going to be on the power play coming in.
Yeah, we all knew what we needed to do, and the coaches told us, and we knew we needed to do it, and we went out and did it.
Yeah, you could pick up a win here. You picked up a win against East Grand Forks, and then I think Patrick had the win against Bemidji. I mean, you guys are on a little bit of a roll. I mean, what's been working here in this last stretch for you guys?
Well, we come out, we're together. We're better when we're all together, and we're moving the puck, moving our feet, and getting some momentum going, and it feels good, and the boys love it.
Yeah. Quick turnaround. Got Grand Rapids tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming you're going to be starting. I can't. I guess I can't make that call. But you know, what are the positives that you're going to take out of this game going into that one? No.
Well, we're battling. The boys are with me, and I know they're with me. So I just need to focus on my game, and we can all do it together.
All right. Finn Hansen is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Large, right?
Medium.
Medium.
I'm small.
Small but quick, right?
Yeah.
We can do a medium though. No, but that's not the medium. Joke around here that people are going to remember me for a backpack full of t-shirts. That's all right though. That's the large, so we're getting to it. There you go, sir.
Thank you very much.
Wear it proud.
I will. Thank you.
You bet. That is Finn Hansen. He is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge Energy, we want to congratulate and thank all of those that worked on Line 3. Enbridge is solving the problems of the tomorrow today as they're moving energy safely, reliably, and sustainably. Life takes energy. Visit Enbridge Energy at enbridge.com. Finn Hansen is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Roden Honfent was our Woods Outdoor Sporting Goods Warroad Threads Star of the Game. That is going to do it from the Gardens Arena. As the Warriors pick up a couple of wins. They win in the girls' game 7-0 over Gentry Academy. They win in the boys' game over Rockridge 3-1. And that is going to do it. Signing off from the Gardens, I'm John Michael. Have a good evening, everybody.